And we are back. Welcome to the Morning Punching Show with RB and J. It's now time for a hotline bling, so why don't we bring on today's guest? 469, who are we speaking to and where are you calling from?
What's up? This is Errol from Dallas.
What's
up,
going
DJ?
on, Errol?
Not much. Just got up.
That's terrific. You know, it's good to talk to you. It's been a while since we had a chance to talk to you on the show. I noticed I saw you on the Breakfast Club last week. I've seen you on the broadcast, and it looks like you're getting more comfortable talking on camera. When we last spoke, you were kind of shy. Is it getting easier for you to do all these kind of media obligations in these interviews now?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'm not really shy. I'm just a man of few words. I don't really talk that much, so I really don't be having much to say.
Do you find now, since you are the champion, for those who clearly fell asleep, he's the current IBF welterweight champion, do you feel like you have to talk more now? Because people are always going to seek you out, but do you feel like you have to talk more just to make sure people know you there and you ready?
Yeah. I mean, it's the obligation being a world champion that you got to talk more, and you have to say more. And of course, if you want the big fights, then you have to speak on it so it'll happen, and the people know that you want these fights.
Speaking of talking about fights, I watched the Breakfast Club interview, and I pulled out some points that I wanted to ask you about since we knew you were coming on. One thing that we hear fighters say a lot is they won't fight people that they have relationships with, or, those type of fights are just off the table. But you said that you don't care if you're friends or not. You are okay with fighting people that you know. Who do you think are some fighters that you have relationships with that you can foresee matches with on the horizon? Not just guys but somebody you'd actually dap if you passed them in the hallway.
I mean, it's a lot of guys because, just being in the amateur system, you grow up going to training camps and being in Olympic training centers with a lot of these fighters, so you grow relationships with them, like Sean Porter, Adrian Bronner. There's just so many names that I can name from 140 all the way up to 154. The guys that I got relationships with them through the amateurs and just being in training camps with them and spending time with them. So it's a lot of guys.
Looking at some of those fights in the 140 to 154 range, I know the last time, it's been quite a while since we had a chance to talk to you, a fight that you said before that you wanted was the Pacquiao fight. Now that we're on the other side of his fight against Jeff Horn, that he came up short, is that a fight that is still meaningful to you as we see kind of where Pacquiao is at in his career? And how did you see the fight? What did you think of the ending of it?
I only watched it one time, but I thought Pacquiao won. It was a close fight. With that being so close, it could have went to Jeff Horn's side, knowing it's in Australia. But I thought Pacquiao won the fight, but Jeff Horn did come on strong in the later rounds. But I thought Pacquiao won, and it's a fight that I still would take if it's brought to the table. Pacquiao, he's a Hall of Fame fighter, still has a huge name. There'll still be a big name on my resume.
That makes sense. So let's talk about your next fight then. We've been hearing you talk about wanting to fight in Dallas. So what is next? What's coming up for you? Could we see you fighting in Dallas soon? And can you give us a time frame on when you can be back in the ring?
It should be late October or early.
Late October or earlier, is that what you said? Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Are you there? Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right,
late October, either early November. They're trying to find out right now if that's possible, trying to look for a right opponent to fight in Dallas. If not, then I'll fight either at the Barclays Center or a big city like that. But like I told everybody else, if a big name guy pops up and he don't want to come to Dallas, then I'm more than welcome to not fight in Dallas and fighting somewhere else.
Yeah, and I do know that your sights are set higher. So I know you rather have, a bigger name and a bigger fight, rather than just getting, like a showcase in Dallas. I think we know that about you. We've heard you call out Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman and like all the guys at the top of your division. We don't see a lot of people do that anymore. They refer to their manager, their promoter, and you're just really vocal about wanting to fight the best. So how active can we expect you to be this year? Like, what's it going to take to make it happen where we get to see you like 2 or 3 times a year? Because I think that's what we're missing is like we want more Errol Spence. Hello?
Uh-oh. Did we lose him? All
Hello?
right. Errol, you still with us? Okay, we got you back. It looks like you dropped there.
Did you hear my question?
Nah, what'd you say?
Okay, I was saying that, we see you and we hear you calling out the big names. We know that you want to be active. What is it going to take to keep you active? Because I think that's what we're all missing is that we want to see more Errol Spence. We want to see you like 2 or 3 times a year.
I guess it's just, I really don't know. I think it's more the big name fighters. They don't, they're not as active. Like Danny Garcia, he's not as active, and the other big name fighters not as active. So, it's hard to get those fights. I've been out for 9 months, so, and I feel like a real ring rush. And I told Al that I want to fight, more often because I feel like it affects me when I'm out the ring. And he said, we're gonna work on that. And next year I should be fighting 3 times a year. So we'll see.
That's good. So let's put money to the side. I feel like legacy is also very important to you, and I can't say that about a lot of fighters in boxing, but there are a few of you being one of them, that all put the money to the side. I feel like legacy is important to you, and you're willing to make big fights to get there, even if it means like maybe fighting elsewhere. Is that true? How important is legacy to you?
Legacy is big to me. That's, the main reason. I'm in boxing is for my legacy. Of course, the money to make sure my family's good, but legacy is a main priority for me, and that's what I want. I want to clear out the welterweight division. I want to be the undisputed welterweight champion of the world. So for me to do that is for me to fight the best fighters out there, and that's what I've been trying to do, calling out the biggest names at my division so I can get those fights.
Right. There's some upcoming fights that may or may not be on your radar as a fan and maybe as a future opponent. So is there anything on the boxing schedule that you're really looking forward to? Any upcoming fights that you really have your eye on?
The biggest fight right now
I think he's breaking up.
You hear me?
Yeah, he's.
Yep, now
There we
I'm
go.
And I'm looking forward to is the Canelo and Triple G fight. I feel like I'm a fan of Canelo. I like his style. I like the way he fight. They making Triple G out to be this monster. I think Canelo beats him.
I do too. So you're not looking forward to Mayweather McGregor first?
I already know the outcome. Probably already know the outcome of that one. I think the Floyd should stop him. If Floyd really, put his mind to it, he can stop him. But that'd be entertaining. More entertainment than anything. But as fight wise, I'm looking forward to Canelo Triple G.
All right. Listen, earlier today, before we let you go, we asked everybody on social media and everyone listening, with Tim Bradley announcing his retirement, is he a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame? Do you consider him a Hall of Fame fighter?
I think so. They put, I think Arturo Gatti is in the Hall of Fame, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think so. Timothy Bradley, his resume is long and vast. He fought all the best fighters out there. I don't think Tim Bradley ducked anyone in his division. He fought the best. He beat the best. So I think he's a shooter in Hall of Fame, definitely. With his resume.
Agree. we know that you're a bit of a boxing historian, and we know that you really watch boxing. So if you could give me your top 5 welterweights of all time in your division, who are the 5 that you watch the most when you're watching film or that you considered all-time greats?
All-time greats. Well, my personal favorites that I watch personally probably Terry Norris. Who else?
I know you're a bit of a historian. Come on.
I watched a lot of Ray. I watched a lot of Ray Leonard. So it only have to be welterweights.
Well, yeah, I kind of wanted to know, like, who were your top 5 welterweights of all time. But go ahead. You can give us some other guys that you watch.
All right. I watched a lot of Jerry McCullough, Pernell Whitaker, and who else? Marvin Hagler.
That's a formidable list of guys. So we will keep those in mind. So the next time we watch you fight, we're gonna play a game with our watchers and see what elements of their fight styles we can see when you compete in the ring. If we see any sneaky moves that you do in there, that's kind of like a nod to one of the guys that you named. Of those guys that you name, are there some moves that you like to do that's kind of paying homage to one of them?
I probably at all those guys I probably watch the most is probably Pernell Whitaker and Terry Norris. I watched a lot of Terry Norris fight. I think my style, because he was a boxer, but he was aggressive too. He was a boxer puncher, and a lot of times he get into fights, so he makes the fight tougher than it needs to be, even though he can easily outbox his opponent. So I think me and his style probably go together more than the rest of the guys on the list.
All right. Before we wrap up, okay, I got a little challenge for you. I know you are a Game of Thrones guy. Can you recap last night's Game of Thrones episode in 20 seconds or less?
20 seconds or less.
You got to do it in 20 seconds. Go.
I guess the shit getting real.
There it is. Ding, ding.
About to get real.
And lastly, before you headed out to Jamaica. Last time we talked to you, you were out there. You were telling us, you were singing the praises about how good a cook you were, and you told us you were a better cook than Chris Algieri. So now that you have gone to Jamaica again and got some cooking in, have you added something new to the cooking, the Spence cooking, the cookbook that you can say that you're really good at now?
I'm really good at jerk chicken now. Like I'm learning how to cook it, like how they really cook it in the island, on the grill. So and then we're about to open up a jerk chicken shop in Dallas. So I'm getting really good at that. Yeah.
I think it's great that you're so connected to your Jamaican
real jerk chicken too. Real jerk chicken, not the restaurant jerk chicken.
Okay, well, what we need you to do is bring us some. Bring us some. Next time you're going to be at a fight that we're going to be, just put it on the plane, put it in some foil, and just bring it for your girls, RB&J.
I got you. I'll put it in the cooler.
All right, cool. Oh, one more question. What's going on with you and Demetrius Andrade? We heard kind of in the air, you guys are kind of low-key beefing. We know Andrade likes to pop up on people at press conferences and on Twitter, and you are a low-key guy. Is there anything going on, or can you confirm this rumor that you and Andrade got a little under the radar beef going on?
No, it wasn't nothing on the radar. I mean, one of those reporters said that first he said, I guess I was gonna lose to Kell Brook or something like that. Kell Brook was gonna beat me because I was inexperienced.
He did.
And then he said something about man, I don't know about some Texas fighters, man. They've been knocking people out. I don't know what they somebody, I don't know what they taking down there in Texas or something.
Oh.
I guess we were trying to meet Jamel and Jamal. So then he came out and said he didn't say that, and then I seen him at the Adrian Brown and Mikey Garcia fight. You know, he pulled me to the side, said he didn't say all that, and, you know, it was a misunderstanding and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, cool.
All right, Errol. Well, as usual, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. We want to talk to you again when you finally make your next fight announcement, and good luck to you. We'll be looking for our jerk chicken, and just make sure you bring it next time we see you.
I got you. All right.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. Take care.